What's going on, guys? I wanted to do this video to basically put my thoughts out there and make a point. As you can see by the title of this video, uh, I still love the Wii U. As you guys know, I did get a Switch almost a year ago when it launched. It's crazy how much time flies. It's almost been a year since the Switch came out. But been loving the Switch, loving it all year. It's had one of the most amazing launch years for any game system that's ever been there. Whether you're a fanboy or not, you have to admit the Switch's launch lineup was varied. It was AAA after AAA, third party after third party, indie after indie, every single genre you can think of. It's been great, right? Really enjoyed my Switch. I've begun to notice a lot of people, a lot of fans who they stuck with the Wii U during the Wii U generation, and now the Switch is a huge success. Now they're going back and saying, "Oh yeah, well Nintendo did this wrong with the Wii U and did this wrong with blah blah blah." The people who for the past several years were claiming they loved the Wii U, claiming they played it, now they're turning around and saying that, you know, they basically have joined the masses and said it was a disaster and it was this or that, blah blah blah. From a business standpoint, yes, the Wii U is a financial failure. We all know that. But unless you're a stockholder or someone within the company, what does it matter to you? What matters is the games and the system itself and how much fun a consumer can have with it. The consumer being us, the gamers. And I'm here to tell you today that I love my Switch. It's an amazing system, but I don't love the Wii U any less. I love the Wii U. I still use my Wii U. I still play it. And I wanted to show you. I can show you guys some games. I got 2 stacks here that I pulled off my shelf. This is over 30 games. That it's over half of my collection for my Wii U, my physical collection. So I got a lot of digital games too, Virtual Console and blah blah. But these are basically games that are either exclusive to the Wii U still, or they're games that have the specific gamepad features that you aren't going to find anywhere else, and it's a reason why they're not going to be ported over, at least not in the same form, because a lot of people are saying, oh, the Switch is going to get all the Wii U games, it's going to get all the port. No, it's gotten a couple of the stellar games that are coming out, like the Bayonetta games, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, things like that. But there's a lot of games that either didn't sell well, a lot of games that are going to be way too hard to, program differently without the gamepad, because a lot of it utilize asymmetric gameplay. A lot of people said the gamepad wasn't put to good use after launch, but it actually was, and I'm going to prove it to you. So, we'll start with the stack that are gamepad type of games. They're kind of in alphabetical order, because I pulled them off my shelf. It's how I organize this stuff. Game & Wario. Awesome game. It's a spin-off of the WarioWare series. It's got many different mini games in there, multiplayer. Very reliant on the gamepad. Very reliant on the gamepad. A lot of these games would have to be completely changed from the ground up. Completely changed from the ground up in order for this to be ported to the Switch. A lot of people hated this game because they said it was, it was worse than WarioWare. I actually like this more than WarioWare. It reminds me a lot of the Wii Play or Wii Sports games, but with the Wario obviously style and a lot more craziness, a lot more unique stuff. And in some aspects, a lot of this was they literally had tabletop stuff with the gamepad and stuff, and just so much crazy stuff here. Lots of stuff where you're doing if you remember when the Wii U was first shown off, how they showed the Mii's where you pull the gamepad up to the screen and find them in the building and stuff. That evolved into a game that's on here. Lots of good stuff with the gamepad. You're not going to find this on the Switch. It's not going to be ported over because it didn't sell well. People didn't care about it. The real fans bought it. True fans, true Nintendo fans, they bought it, played it, loved it, like myself. I played it with friends many, many times. We still, every once in a while, crack it open and put it in. It's awesome, awesome, awesome game. Kirby and the Rainbow Curse. Admittedly, they could do this on the Switch, but they would have to be handheld only, what would be the point, This was always a weird one, I will admit. It would have been better suited for the 3DS, but they didn't make it for the 3DS. They made it for the Wii U. And with the graphical style and the engine, it probably wouldn't have ran on the 3DS anyways. So yeah, but you would need, because you need the gamepad to draw where Kirby goes and stuff. So you would need a second screen in order to do that, or just make it handheld only. Which, what's the point? That would make it inferior to the Wii U version anyways, which gives you the TV to look at and the gamepad to utilize. So yeah. Mario Party 10. A lot of people hated this game when it came out. People have been hating on Mario Party for years. Even though I keep seeing people say we need Mario Party 11 for Switch, but as soon as they unveil it, people are gonna hate on it, And people said the most recent entries are bad because of the cart, with 9 and 10, how everyone's in one car. But that's not true. People were talking crap about Mario Party back in the GameCube days, People have basically been talking bad about Mario Party ever since the third one came out back in N64. People still like to talk about the second game, the one where Mario and them cosplay between cowboys and stuff, which is one of my least favorites in the series. I think that game's highly overrated. But this game has a lot of gamepad stuff. The Bowser Party mode, you utilize the gamepad. You got the Amiibo Party. Lots of gamepad mini games as well. Just lots of cool stuff in here that, again, a lot of the content would have to be completely changed or redone for the Switch if they were to port it over. And when you do that, you lose a lot of the charm of it. So, yeah. Nintendo Land, do I even need to talk about Nintendo Land? This game was made for the gamepad, was made for asymmetric gameplay, was made for 5 players, 4 on TV, 1 on gamepad. So this would not work at all on the Switch. Not at all. Again, unless you completely change some of the games. At that point, you might as well make a sequel, which I want a sequel to this game. Do it, Nintendo. Sequel to Nintendo Land. I love this game so much. One of my favorites on the Wii U. One of my favorite mini-game compilations in general. Pikmin 3. Now, this is still exclusive, and it's an amazing game. The fact of the matter is, Pikmin 4 is going to come to the Switch, but what was cool about this was all the different control schemes. You can use Cloud Controller, you can use the gamepad, you can use Wii Remote and Nunchuck with the pointer controls, and you can still, while using the Wii Remote and Nunchuck, you can still have the gamepad on the side as a map, which is what I did. So again, you're not going to be able to get that with the Switch. You're not going to be able to get all those control types. Even if this does get ported over, it's going to basically be, like you might be able to do like the gamepad stuff in handheld mode, but not TV mode, and you'd have the Pro controller to be able to use. The Joy-Cons, they don't have the same. Only the right Joy-Con has the IR reader on the bottom of it, so it wouldn't work the same as the Wii Remote, so you wouldn't be able to do that. Yeah, you're not going to get it the same. Yes. Star Fox Guard, Star Fox Zero. Admittedly, they could probably end up making Star Fox Guard work a little bit, but people hated this when it came out. They hated the motion controls, even though they worked fine. I have no problems with it. I love this game. This is probably my favorite rendition of the original game, because they've remade the original Star Fox so many times, because it was Star Fox and SNES, then they remade it to Star Fox 64 for the N64. That got a remake on the 3DS, Star Fox 64 3D, and now they got the reimagining reboot with Star Fox Zero. But I think out of all of them, it's my favorite. It's not my favorite in the series. My favorite is probably Assault. I really like Assault. Really, really awesome. But this would be probably a close second. I like this a lot. But all the different stuff you can do here with the like the gyro wing and just the walker and everything like that. So it's really cool. Again, this is a game that they'd have to really redo from the ground up. And then Star Fox Guard they could make work, but see, no one cared about this when it came out. Like, people hated on Star Fox Zero, and no one even talked about this. I think it's because people knew that, because there was no motion controls with this. They was just using the gamepad and the TV. So it could be reworked, but again, no one cared about it. I love this game. I thought it was ingenious. It was very addictive, really, really awesome. It was Project Guard, which is a project that Miyamoto was working on alongside Project Giant Robot, which may or may not have been made into the robot for Nintendo Labo coming up, but still, it's really awesome. One of Miyamoto's new ideas. Sure, that was cool. Mario Maker. This is a game that everyone's been begging for the Switch, and honestly, it's best on Wii U. It's best on Wii U. Even if they're making one on Switch, they might as well just make a whole sequel. You know, don't bother trying to top this or with a remaster or whatever. Uh, you need the gamepad. You just do. And especially when they tried to port it over to the 3DS, and that was a failed, botched version of it. You know, it didn't work. That pretty much proves it. Like, you need the Wii U for this game. You just do. You need the two screens, one in your hand to use as a tool to build your levels. So. Tank, Tank, Tank. This game is exclusive for the Wii U and for arcades. It was an arcade game, but the Wii U version has a lot of gamepad features, especially the My Kong mode. One player using the gamepad, using the motion with the screen and everything. Lots of cool stuff. Plus, you can take pictures, make your profile pictures in this game. All crazy stuff. Wear a pirate hat, you know, all crazy stuff. Put a mustache on your face, you know, really cool. And the Switch doesn't have a camera on it, so which is really weird. But yeah, so that's a game that they could port over, but again, a lot of features are gonna be missing. So. And it's really, really fun, a really underrated gem. When it was first unveiled, when the Wii U was coming out, I thought it was going to be shovelware. Then I played it, and I realized how awesome it was. So, yeah, it's a really, really fun game, especially multiplayer. Really, really good. The Zelda remasters. The whole point of making these was to put all your menus and all your item screens and everything on the touchscreen of the gamepad. To have that second screen there. Just like the DS and 3DS Zeldas as well. You're not going to have that with the Switch, so these are kind of pointless. The only reason you have these on the Switch is, you know, so I can take Twilight Princess Wind Waker on the go, which would be cool. I'd buy them just because I'll admit I'm biased to Zelda anything, but still, these would remain the definitive. They are 1080p, they run well, beautifully remastered, and they got those gamepad features with the motion and stuff too, so really good stuff. Wii Party U, again, another gamepad-centric game. Lots of stuff. Probably the best use of the gamepad, honestly. It's pretty much like Mario Party on crack with Mii characters. It even came with a stand, so you can see like it came with a stand for the gamepad. So you can do like tabletop stuff as they're showing here. And the tabletop stuff is so good. Oh man, me and my friends played hours with tabletop stuff, especially like the baseball and the rhythm game. It's so much fun. We still play this nowadays. I was actually playing this a couple weeks ago with a friend. So really, really awesome. Again, I'd like to see sequels to the series, but all the ideas that were in here, we're not going to see again without a second screen going on with the Switch, which can't do right now. So, Wii Sports Club. Now, they could always make another Wii Sports game. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if they did. It was a huge seller. But this version in particular, and the features with it, you're not going to see. Especially with golf and baseball. Using the gamepad. In golf, you could see where your ball was at on the ground, and then the baseball you pitched with the gamepad in a very unique way with the motion and using the screen. So again, not going to get it the same way on the Switch. Xenoblade Chronicles X. This is the collector's edition cover, the dual cover. Yeah. Now they can bring this over. I know Tetsuya Takahashi of Monolith Soft has talked about bringing it over to the Switch. So it's always a possibility, but it did utilize the gamepad very well for its mapping system, and again, you know, inventories and things like that, you know, just stuff on the gamepad. And you're gonna not have that with the Switch version. You have to pause the game and go through menus and stuff instead of having it all at your fingertips. So yeah. This one's not really exclusive, but ZombiU. It was exclusive. It was exclusive for several years for the Switch. It was a big third-party game, amazing, one of the best survival horror games. One of the best survival horror games I've ever played, made by Ubisoft. But it was also one of the best uses of the gamepad, using your tools and going your backpack and stuff with it. So much stuff. Yeah, just so much stuff. You did like little door locks and stuff on there. Really cool, really cool. They did port this to other systems later on as Zombie with all the gamepad features stripped out of it, so it wasn't as good. Sold like shit. No one cared about it. It was a Wii U game, so that's why, So it's gonna stay a Wii U game. You're not gonna get something like it on Switch, even if they port it over. It's not gonna be the same. It's gonna be a watered down version. This other stack isn't necessarily gamepad games, but it's games that are still exclusive to the Switch. Whether you think they're good or bad, they're still exclusive. They're quality made. Starting with this one, which I know people are automatically going to thumbs down the video when they see this. Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. Yes. I love this game. I'll be honest. Me and several friends have played this many, many times. I still crack it out and play it. Utilizes all the amiibo figures and cards for Animal Crossing. Really awesome. Now this can be done on the Switch, because all it really needs is the NFC reader. But as of now, they're not going to bring it over. They probably won't, because people hated this game so much and slammed it, which I don't understand why. People wanted a real Animal Crossing game instead of this, which, I mean, I understand that. But if we got a real Animal Crossing game instead of this, we wouldn't have gotten Splatoon, because people don't do their homework and realize that the Animal Crossing team is the same team that worked on Splatoon. So would you rather have had an Animal Crossing spin-off and a brand new IP that sold over 4 million and has a huge success competitively in an online game on the Wii U and now on the Switch with Splatoon 2? Or would you rather just had another Animal Crossing game and call it a day? No Amiibo Festival and no Splatoon. I don't know. I kind of liked how it turned out. I like this game. Nice time waster, you know. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, one of the best character spin-offs you could have made. I hope they do more games like this. Like, I would love for like a Waluigi game. I would love for like maybe a Meta Knight style game on his own from Kirby or something. It's just really cool. This is really cool. Lots of content, really addictive, really easy to pick up and play. Again, you don't really need the gamepad for it, but as of now, it's exclusive to Wii U. It's not on the Switch or 3DS or anything. Devil's Third, a game that, again, people just shit on without even playing it. But when you play it, you realize how good it is. It's kind of like Ninja Gaiden meets Uncharted a bit. It's very over the top as well. The Ninja Gaiden creator was the guy who actually made this game, and Nintendo published it. Really awesome game. Again, you don't need the gamepad for it, but you can't find it anywhere else. So, just only on Wii U, as of now. Mario and Sonic at the Rio 2016 Olympic Games. These games are a dime a dozen. Every time an Olympics come out, there's usually a new Mario and Sonic game. So, but this one is exclusive to the Wii U. There is a version for 3DS, but it has all different modes and games and stuff on it. So this one's exclusive to Wii U. Here's another game that people will thumbs down the video for. Mario Tennis Ultra Smash. I enjoyed the game. What can I say? I still love it. It's very fun. I mean, yes, it doesn't have a huge story mode, RPG mode like some other games, but when it comes to just straight fun and all the different like modes and levels and characters and stuff, there's a lot of stuff to do here. The online was good. Amiibo support was really good. It was actually one of the few games, kind of like Smash Brothers, where you can save data with the Amiibo, level up your character, which is cool. And again, me and my friends have played this so many times. It's very, very fun, very chaotic, which I love. I love chaotic, multiplayer games like that. So really awesome. I can't wait for the new one on the Switch, but still, this one is going to be its own style forever and always, and exclusive to Wii U. Won't be able to find it anywhere else. Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. Now, granted, you do have Monster Hunter Tri on the Wii, and you do have Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate on the 3DS as well. The difference with those is Ultimate is better than the Wii one because more content, and it's better than the 3DS one because 3DS one doesn't have online. This had the online, and it was obviously in HD. So, yeah. But yeah, only on this version, only on Wii U, and like I said, slimmed down on 3DS, but definitive version Wii U as of now. NES Remix Pack. This is NES Remix 1 and 2. These are amazing games. I hope Nintendo revisits these in the future. I hope we get like a Super Nintendo remix on the Switch or something. It'd be cool. But yeah, only on Wii U you can find these. You can find these individually, digitally, or you can find this set, the pack that has both of them. And you can get an Ultimate NES Remix on 3DS, but it's only a slight combination of these. It's a select few, so it's not the whole thing. This is the whole set, exclusive to Wii U, not able to be played anywhere else. Got these games. New Super Mario Bros. U, New Super Luigi U. Say what you will about the series. I know people are tired of the new Super Mario Bros. Series, but I love them. I've always loved 2D, Mario. I grew up with it. First game I ever played was Mario Bros. 3. And then, of course, I grew up with Super Mario Bros. As well. Super Mario Bros. 2, Mario World, so on and so forth. So, love this series. I've always loved it. And this one in particular is pretty much definitively the best one of the new series. And it's only on Wii U, as is the Luigi U. Paper Mario Color Splash. After Sticker Star, I'll be honest, I had lost a lot of faith in Paper Mario, and when this game was revealed, it was looking kind of more of the same. But I took a chance. I had an open mind. Bought it day one. Played it. I loved it. Loved it. And no, it's not as good as Thousand Year Door, but I actually enjoyed it more than Super Paper Mario. So it's definitely a step in the right direction. I enjoyed this game. Really fun. A lot better than Sticker Star. A lot of the issues I had with Sticker Star and 3DS were corrected with this game. And like I said, only on Wii U as of now. Scribblenauts Unlimited. It is for the 3DS, but the definitive edition is the Wii U one, because the Wii U one had like create and share stuff online, and it had exclusive Nintendo stuff, like you can summon like Mario and Zelda characters. I don't know why they took that out of the 3DS version, but hey, it makes the Wii U version the definitive one, so only on Wii U. Here we go. Sonic games that people are going to hate on. Now, Lost World did later get ported to the PC, but it's got gamepad features, and as far as consoles go, it's console exclusive to the Wii U. Sonic Boom, this version is also exclusive to the Wii U. So, yep. Splatoon. Now, yes, we got Splatoon 2 on the Switch, and people like to say, oh, it's just a remaster, blah, blah, blah. It's not. It's a completely different game, sequel, and a lot of people have analyzed both games side by side and realized there's actually a lot of differences with the way they play, with a lot of the levels, some of the way some of the weapons work, and there's actually a group of people who prefer this game over the second one. I personally prefer the second one, but I still had a lot of fun with this one, and again, you can only get it on Wii U. Mario 3D World. Ever since Odyssey came out, people like to shit on this game and talk crap and say how this wasn't a true 3D Mario game. It was. You move in a 3D space. It's 3D. Deal with it. If you don't like it, that's fine. You don't have to like it. But to say incorrect fast, like it's not 3D, you're wrong. It's 3D. It's an awesome game. It's the classic Super Mario Bros. Style in a 3D space. It's awesome. And again, only on Wii U. 4-player co-op, multiple characters like Super Mario Bros. 2. Can't go wrong. Just can't go wrong. Well, this will be fun. Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. Only on Wii U. No, there is not a Switch version that's coming out. It would have been announced already. People still to this day cling to these rumors. Oh, Smash Bros. For Switch, definitive version of Wii U 1 is going to come out. It's going to have all the Wii U and 3DS content. Blah, blah, blah. It would have been announced last year. The dream is dead, guys. This game is exclusive to Wii U. Deal with it. Wonderful 101. Now, granted, Platinum Games and Hideki Kamiya himself have talked about, their desire to bring this game to the Switch. They've hinted at it, and I wouldn't be surprised after the Bayonetta stuff comes out. But as of now, it's exclusive to Wii U. It does have some gamepad features, but you can utilize a Pro Controller to do some of those features. So I wouldn't mind seeing this on the Switch just to give it a second lease on life, because again, not a lot of people bought it. Went very underlooked, but it's an awesome game. Platinum Games, man. Platinum Games. They are one of the best developers in the industry. Hands down. Hands down. Last but not least, Tokyo Mirage Sessions. One of the best, if not the best, RPG that Atlus has ever crafted. Exclusive for the Wii U. Uses a lot of Shin Megami Tensei and Fire Emblem stuff. It was a sort of a spiritual crossover between the two series. So, awesome game. And, like all the other games I just showed, only on Wii U. So, yeah. A lot of people are saying how the Wii U isn't worth it anymore, and it's just you should sell it and get a Switch. I'm here to tell you, no. Keep your Wii U. Keep buying these games for it. If there's some of these games you saw on this list that you don't have, go out and grab them. They're well worth it. Play your Wii U alongside your Switch. You don't have to suddenly jump on the bandwagon and be like, oh yeah, well the Wii U, it was pretty bad. No. I had a lot of fun with my Wii U. I still have fun with my Wii U. Why do I need to jump on a bandwagon just because I enjoy the Switch? I can enjoy multiple systems. That's what makes you a gamer, is you enjoy the games that you like to play. And all these games I showed, I like to play them. I had fun with them. I continue to have fun with them as I continue to have fun with the Wii U system in general, as I continue to have fun with the Nintendo Switch. And I'll be doing that for years to come. I enjoy all my systems. I still play my PS2, still play Nintendo 64, GameCube, Game Boy games, so on and so forth. You can do that. There's no one forcing you to hate on a system just because it was commercially unsuccessful. If you had fun with the Wii U, keep having fun with it, and keep having fun with Nintendo Switch. Because I still love my Wii U.